Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here. On the markets, we're going to do a middle of the day market update here. We'll talk about what's going on with the market here. We'll talk about some news, and in general, I have turned slightly more bullish on the markets. I'll tell you why. But the US market has also just opened, so it's going to be volatile. And I do think we need to get some confirmation of bullish momentum coming from the US session before I can really turn bullish, and before I will buy some more coins. But that's what we'll do. We'll also talk about XRP a little bit more, because yesterday I put XRP in the thumbnail. And I did not actually cover it, which I don't like, because obviously, I mean, if I put it in the thumbnail, I have to talk about it as well. So we'll do a brief update on that. In general, if you watch my video this morning, you're already pretty updated, but that doesn't matter. So let's get into the markets. First of all, Bitcoin. Like I said, I have turned slightly more bullish, and that's for a couple of reasons. The first reason being, and I've talked about that earlier today as well. Let me quickly clean up my chart a bit. And I talked about it this morning as well, is that I think the dollar strength index has turned much more bearish. And a bearish dollar strength index has historically almost always been beneficial for crypto. And then it's not only this, but no, we also had yesterday all of those executive orders, and in general all of that bullish news regarding the crypto industry in the US, which I've always said this, the US is still the biggest in the crypto industry. So now them actually having a favorable government is very bullish for crypto as well. So that combination mostly is the reason I'm more bullish on crypto right here. But outside of that, I also do think that the Bitcoin dominance seems like it's topping out here at some sort of an upper bound of a range. And if this turns bearish, if this drops like down to the bottom of the range right here, that means a lot of bullish momentum for altcoins. So I'm just leaning bullish right here. Should you be bullish as well? If you agree with me, then yes. Otherwise, do some more research, all right? Because you always should have a bias. It's another problem to switch biases. That can happen, all right? I can be bullish right now. If tomorrow I get some new data, I get some other data, I will be bearish. But at this point in time, like I said, for those reasons, I am bullish on the markets. Now I have to say, I mean, the stock markets is still a bit of a problem for me, because we left all these gaps right here. Those will get filled at some point of time. So whether that's today or in a month, who knows? But for now, I'm worried about this, but not enough to be bearish. And some other fundamentals, there's not many other fundamentals to talk about. ETH BTC seems to be reversing, all right, so that could be interesting for Ethereum. We talked about that briefly already yesterday as well. So yeah, keep an eye on Ethereum, keep an eye on ETH BTC, but it's also quite early to say this. Or quite early to say that this has turned, that this has reversed, and that this is bullish now. I have a bit of trouble speaking, not sure why, but yeah. So no, I'm overall I'm bullish on the markets. Like I said, the US markets have just opened. So what I would like to see is a relatively bullish stock market, of course, over the course of today. And also looking at the Coinbase Bitcoin price, I'd love to see this stay in a premium. At this point of time, Coinbase Bitcoin is trading at a premium, which means there is bidding coming in from the US. If that continues to be that way, I expect a bullish Friday and a bullish weekend. But that is something to keep your eyes on. So, talking about altcoins. First of all, XRP, not much is going on. I would actually say XLM over the course of today was a little bit more interesting. But XRP is still consolidating, regaining a little bit of momentum, so I do expect some short-term bullish momentum. But what I said earlier today as well in my XRP video this morning is that if we actually want to break out of this range we're in, we need much more volume. All right, at least 10 billion, and then we'll talk again. So yeah, short term, I do expect this, but like I said, getting the breakout above this level seems a bridge too far. And then talking about altcoins, which I like by far the most. The first thing I want to talk about is Solana. The Solana ecosystem again looks quite strong. If we're taking a look at Solana itself, what you can see is that it's actually trying to break out of a 265. Arguably, we have actually broken out, so this looks quite good, to be completely honest with you, and this is something you should not ignore. And then we also just got an alert that we have quite a lot of momentum coming in for Bonk, which is a Solana meme coin, of course. As you can see right here, open interest is going up with a positive volume delta, so that means positions are being opened. So keep an eye on that Solana ecosystem in general. I think Bonk is still too far away from being a good trade, because right now we're still in this range. But in general, if you see a narrative kind of popping off like this, don't ignore it. And I also got an alert for Pepe. That's Ethereum beta. So if Pepe is able to get some sort of a bullish reclaim here, could be interesting as well, but that's still further away than the Solana ecosystem. Solana ecosystem is going on right now, and if the market remains bullish, that will go much higher, and that's something you should focus on much more. But placing some sort of a price alert and keeping an eye on Pepe should not hurt. Outside of that, looking at the volume, which I think on days like today is always the best way to kind of stay updated. Ondo, still very bullish, on the verge of breaking out. Definitely one to keep your eyes on. And Hedera. Hedera has actually broken out in my opinion. The volume is very high. So that's interesting. And then maybe to talk about one more Ethereum beta project. I would actually say that Lido DAO is on the verge of breaking out. As you can see right here, out of this range we have been in since the 18th of December. So that's the last altcoin I wanted to kind of bring to your attention. That's what I think you need to keep an eye on for now, all right? So if you do have any questions, anything, let me know. Keep your eyes on the stock markets, keep your eyes on the Coinbase Bitcoin price to see if we can actually get a bullish day today, or whether it's just a bullish opening and we'll just dump for the rest of the day. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think is most likely for now. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.